Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Wheel of Pain. In the last episode, we had Victini EX facing off against Lapras EX. But this time, we have something a little bit different to show later on after we've spun the wheel. And there will be a separate timestamp to that, because it's a little bit special. So obviously, we're going to be using the same rules as per normal, but of course, my sister lost the last episode, so she's going to decide whether she wants to go first or second.
I'll take first.
You'll take first. Alright, let's see if we can spin anything that is relevant to the next part of the video. And that's Prismatic Evolutions. Is that set rotating?
Maybe?
I think it is.
Prismatic Evolutions Pikachu.
Pikachu EX, number 28.
Oh, I don't have it in my collection. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, no rush. I think it's rotating. I don't remember. It may not be.
No, it is not rotating.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what it does, obviously. So, Pikachu EX, 190 HP.
Right now.
For a colorless, it does Tail Whap for 30 damage.
Whoa.
And then for 2 lightning and a colorless, it does Thunder for 220 damage, and it also does 30 damage to itself.
Oh boy!
So
after it strikes, it's got the same HP as a Squawk. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah, and it is weak to fighting.
So unless I roll a fighting Pokemon, yeah, we're not doing that. So let's see what we get. Hopefully not something water, because that's weakness. And we get Team Rocket's Nidoking. I really wanted to play that. That's going to be fun. It does mean no other G-Block Pokemon, though. So what's this from Destined Rivals?
To get it. Oh, again, I don't think I actually own the card.
I know I have a couple of these.
There we go. Okay. So, Team Rocket's Nidoking is a Stage 2 with 330 HP. For 2 dark and a colorless, it does Tainted Horn for 100. And your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and during checkup, put 8 damage counters on it instead of 1.
Ooh.
So I think I can see where this is going to go. Energy and a colorless energy. It does Kingly Impact for 240 damage. And it is also weak to fighting, so yeah.
Fighting tech for you, although
no fighting techs either way.
Yeah, there isn't really a Team Rocket. Well, there is. There's Team Rocket's Tyranitar, but well, I'm not playing that. But obviously we do have something special, because this is the last episode of the Wheel of Pain before rotation. So we're going to go quickly cut to what I've made, and we'll see you shortly. And welcome to our special segment. As you can see, I decided to make something a little bit more interesting to send off the G-Blocks. Every single card name you can see here is a card that we will be losing from the Wheel of Pain. I think there's about 30 of them, I haven't exactly counted. And well, it wouldn't be a Tombstone without a Houndstone EX sitting pretty waiting for us. There is actually a Houndstone EX from Obsidian Flames rotating, so it's actually more relevant. But sadly, all of these cards will be going to Rotation Heaven, and we will not be seeing these cards again. They will be gone and will be forgotten. So, yeah, I'm not exactly going to be missing any of these cards because, well, I say that. There is one card I really wanted to play, and that was Koraidon EX from Obsidian Flames. It's quite a spicy card. Other than that...
I didn't get to play Oinkologne in this series.
Yes, sadly, my sister will not get to play Oinkologne as that is rotating. That's one of her favourite Pokemon. Although, you could always use a single prize one as a backup attacker, I guess, to reference it. But yes, sadly, we will be saying goodbye to all of these cards from rotation. So, of course, everyone hold up your hand and give them a salute, because that's the last time you're going to see these cards mentioned. Obviously, that's why we spun the wheel first, because that way, in case we got any of these, I can make an adjustment. But yeah, even though I've made a couple of deck lists around some of these cards, we will not be seeing them. So, let's go to the games that we obviously are doing once we've made our decks. and we'll see you shortly. And welcome to our first game. I must admit, even though I've got an entire Team Rocket's archetype behind me, I'm not too confident. I'm going to admit that straight off the bat.
I'm just going to see how it goes with me.
Yeah, I'm just going to wing it. I mean, you know, I'm not confident with my builds, but I think I've done an okay job.
Ooh, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, that's fine by me as long as I get the right draw.
Yeah.
Proton start.
Oh, I got my perfect starter.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of that. Oh no. Is this going to be an Iron Hand simulator? Alright. Transceiver, grab a Proton. Let's do a quick prize check. So I've prized no of Ariana. That's good. I've prized a Petrel. I've prized one Nidoking. I've prized one of those. Prized a Research. Okay. Ace Specs in the deck, and I've got 2 Team Rocket Synergy in hand. I'll take that start. So that's Proton. Grab a Nidoran and 2 Porygon.
Yep, makes sense.
I'll bench. Do I want to thin this hand down? Not particularly. I'll attach Team Rocket's energy to the active and pass.
Cool. I will draw.
You can always go in for the hammer in if you brick. You never know.
Alright, we'll bench Pikachu EX. We'll play.
Yeah, there it is.
We'll grab a Maridon.
Yep. I'm getting a strong whiff of Joltic box.
Tandem unit. We will grab Iron Hands and a Pikachu EX.
Oh yeah, I had a feeling the hands was coming down.
I will bench a Lechonk. I will.
Oh no.
I will attach for turn to the Joltik, and then I will use Jolting Charge.
So the reason why the Lechonk there is there, folks, is because obviously the Wheel of Pain, as we've already established with the special section, we're losing Oinkologne EX, and someone was not happy about. Well, I say not happy, sad about that.
We do this.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
So I'll go 3 energy on one Pika and 1 on the other.
Sure, I don't mind that at all. Alright, so let's go for Ultra Ball away Ariana and a Archer. I will grab myself, let's see, because I need to thin this hand down to find a candy. So I think I just grab a Nidorino. Do that. I can commit Team Rocket Synergy to the active, but that feels kind of bad. So I'm just going Ariana for 6.
Yeah.
We do get there. Excellent. So I will attach to the Nidoran. Rare Candy into the Nidoking. Excellent. We will Tainted Horn for the knockout.
Yep.
Which is severe overkill, but, well, that's too bad for you.
Just a little bit.
Well, I had to get rid of it, so...
I'll promote the Pika that is fully charged up, ready to go. We will go ahead and Crispin.
Okay, makes sense. I'm guessing Oinkologne is the primary backup attacker here, I'm guessing.
He is.
Because I did say a 1-1 line as a joke, but I think you've took it too seriously and put in like a 3-3.
No, I haven't. Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, so we're crispening for turn. It's if we start seeing other energy types other than grass and lightning is when I'm going to get concerned.
May as well. We'll go in on the Pika at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
I will then attach for turn.
Yeah.
Bravery Charm on the active.
Okay, that's fine.
And we will use Thunder for 220 damage and 30 to myself.
Well, not the knockout, sorry. I don't know why I said the knockout. I'm so used to us one-shotting each other, I'll be brutally honest.
Know.
Alright, so I will Hero's Cape the Rena or Nidorino on the bench.
I had a feeling that was your ace spec, but
Attach Team Rocket's energy to him. I'll play Team Rocket's Petrol. And grab myself a Perilous Jungle.
yeah.
Which, if my maths is correct, that is exact knockout. No!
You're one short.
Correct! Oh, that's bad. But then again, you died of poison, but you could just retreat it. So
You
that's
are
kind of
one
bad.
short.
Oh, I thought I was getting a knockout there. I thought I'd done my maths right.
Alright,
It's not a big
see
deal.
what's in the deck. Okay. Tandem unit, I will fail that.
Mm-hmm. It's not the end of the world.
I'm gonna retreat.
I'm not surprised.
Into the other Pika.
Yep.
I will then attach return to Lechonk.
Of course.
And we will Thunder for 220 damage and knockout. 30 to myself, obviously.
That's
and
a
we'll
bit
take the first 2 prize
inconvenient.
cards.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll put the Nidorino. Okay, that's not too relevant. So I will attach to the Nidorino. I will Transceiver, grab an Ariana.
Yep.
And Ariana for 5. Oh, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. We'll evolve to the Porygon Z, or the Porygon 2. I'll mention Nidoran. But I'm doing that much. I don't knock this out, but no, it doesn't knock it out. I can bench the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. Do I bother attacking this? I think it's fine. Because you're not getting that hand set up anytime soon. Yeah, I will Horn Rend for 120.
Okay.
I think it's fine. Even though I'm losing my Nidorino, it's fine, I think.
Okay. We are going to
Attach the
Ultra
pig.
Ball.
All that.
Getting rid of Maridon and Ooh. I think we get rid of Arvin at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And we grab Oinkologne EX.
Yep, there it is.
I will evolve Lechonk into Oinkologne EX.
Yep.
I will Pokegear. And get an Arvin. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We will then
Go for the Arvin.
or Nest Ball and a Charm.
Mm-hmm.
And now for something that you might not have expected, but I'm going to Nest Ball, grabbing Monkey Dory.
Okay, interesting.
I will then...
I wasn't expecting the monkey, I must admit.
I'm going to Charm the monkey.
That's fine, he's the least of my worries.
Yeah, and then we will Thunder for 220 and the knockout and take 30 to myself again, which, whatever.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll promote the Porygon 2. And I will draw for turn. I've got a lot of work to do, but I could potentially get back into this. So first of all, evolve to the Porygon Z. Attach Team Rocket's energy to him. I will then reconstitute, getting rid of Perilous Jungle and a basic dart. That's useless. Ariana for 6. Excellent. So we will do that. I can rare candy into another Porygon. I'll bench another Nidoran. I don't need to reconstitute here because I'm doing 140. So I will R-command for 140.
Yep.
Take 2 prize cards.
Yep.
Like I say, as long as I can keep a single prize board state for now, I think I'm fine. That's why I chose Porygon as my backup.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright. We're bringing up Oinkologne.
Of course we are.
Just because.
Does he even get a knockout here?
No, I'm 10 short, but that's fine.
You can monkey if you find a dark energy.
Exactly.
If.
So
There's always an if.
I think we have to think we have to rip the Iono here.
Okay. Painful, but I can live with it.
Oh, thank you, Iono.
Did you get the Dark Energy? Yep.
I got Earthen Vessel.
That's if you haven't prized it, because you haven't prize checked.
Please.
Oh, there it is. That's unfortunate.
That's Dark for turn.
It means you knock out my Z.
Move 30 off of Pikachu onto the Porygon. And then we'll do Maddening Scent for 130 damage. And the KO.
Why did I know you was going to play that card? Okay, let's promote the Porygon. And we will draw for turn. Okay, well I'll evolve that now, because that thins a card out of the hand. Transceiver. Oh, I'm out of Ariana's. Shite.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's bad. I could take Petrol, I guess. Petrol's helpful. We'll play the Petrol. Grab a Research. For later. Reconstitute. Get rid of these two. Excellent. That's what I want. Pass.
Okay.
I don't think I win from here, but, well, I'm determined to try.
We're going to bump the stadium for Lively Stadium.
Of course.
We will then Adrenabrain.
I was going to say you can do it again.
Yeah.
You don't get a knockout
damage.
this time, I don't think.
No,
No, you're 10 short, I think.
Yeah, I am 10 short. But that is fine.
Yeah, you can always attack anyway.
Yeah. I will attach return to the Oinkologne.
Mm-hmm.
And we will Maddening Scent.
Okay. That means potentially you could have game in hand. I'll just have to rip the Research. Okay. That's not good at all. Reconstitute. Fit a Puffin and a Proton. I'll do that. I'm just going to have to leave it there. If you've got the boss, you've got the boss. Because I'm definitely not promoting any of these two on the bench, that's for sure.
Alright.
But obviously Adrenabrain.
Adrenabrain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll knock out the active.
Then again, no, you have turn attachment. I know you do. I'm pretty certain you do. So I have to promote Nidoking.
Then we go... let's see. Yeah. Max Belt.
Oh, I wasn't expecting
Attach
that.
return.
Heavy Stomp 260.
Heavy Stomp does 260.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
And then, obviously, I flip a coin, and it's heads, so I can attack again next turn.
Yeah, no, I can't kill this pig in one go. I know I can't. I mean... Can I get a single prize of going this turn? I can't even get Wob Effect going because I'm out of Team Rocket's energy. Yeah, this game is yours. Let's go to game 2.
Let's go!
I knew she'd be happy about that. Welcome back to game 2. My sister, very funny expletive as I described that match at the end there. I didn't think that the pig would cause me this much issue. The coin flip is yours, but obviously I want to go first.
Yeah.
That is very annoying, to say the least.
And you didn't expect the Max Belt either.
Well, the Max Belt... I want to go first.
Yeah. Okay.
The Max Belt doesn't hugely matter, because you still two-shot the Nidoking anyway. It's just more the fact that, you know, it's annoying that I have to deal with, you know, the pig, which, funnily enough, I don't play any damage mods, so I have to, you know... I have to rely on you, you know, making a mistake.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start off with a Pokepad. We will have a quick look at the deck. I've prized a Porygon. I've prized a Porygon 2. And No Nidokings in the prizes, that's fine. But I have got an Ariana in the prizes. That could be a problem. I knew I should have put Power Pal in this list. I've also prized 18 Rockets Energy. So I'll do that. I might as well bench the Wob, and I will pass.
Okie dokie.
I would have liked to turn attachment that turn, but it's not major deal now, because obviously you do not attack per se.
So we'll go Miraidon Tandem Unit, obviously, for the Ironhands and Pikachu.
Of course.
We will Nest Ball. Grab LeChonk.
Of course.
Bench Monkey Dory. Attach Grass to the Joltik. And Jolting Charge.
The Monkey Dory tech is interesting, I will say. Like, I did not expect a Monkey Dory.
This time, we're going to go all in on the hands.
Lovely. That means the boss's orders coming my way. I can smell it a mile off. Right, so we'll evolve to the Nidorino. This hand is trash, but I can't research it. I have to Ariana, just hope. That'll do. That'll do, since you went all in on the hands. No, but that actually works for me, because obviously you went all in on the hands. There's no attachment anywhere else.
Yeah. We will attach Dark to Monkey Dory. Retreat Joltik into Iron Hands.
And
we will amp you very much.
Funny how you technically do have 2 backup attackers, but we will gloss over that.
I didn't use Iron Hands at all in game 1, to be fair.
True. Let's body pop in. Get 2 Nidorans.
Yes.
And Ariana for 3. Perfect. So we'll launch ball away, a candy and a research. Grab a Nidoking. Evolve to the king. Attach to the king. Night Stretcher back the Porygon. Probably should have kept that research, but it's fine. And we will Tainted Horn.
Yeah.
So even with a monkey heal, this still dies unless you find a charm.
So we are going to go.
It's funny how the only times you've potentially, well, I say you haven't won this yet, but the only time you've actually won in this series is you used Iron Hands. So it's kind of,
maybe
that's
Iron
your
Hands
tag.
is just my card. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of your tag.
Iron Hands rotates as well, so
yeah. So maybe it's last hurrah.
Yeah.
I should have kept that research, but I didn't want to get rid of my hand. Let's put it that way. Can always arm press. It's technically more damage.
Yeah. I'm going to attach to Pika.
Mm-hmm.
I will boss the Porygon.
You have the boss, fuck's sake.
I will go.
Oh, this is bad.
Charm on the hands. Charm on the Pika.
The charm on the hands is fine. I'm not bothered about that.
And then we will amp for 2 more prizes.
Like I say, it's quite poetic that the last stand of Iron Hands is actually when you need a game here. Alright, prevent a Nidoking. I should have kept the research, but I did not want to bin what my hand is. You will see it in obviously your own time. Perfect top deck. We'll take my last Ariana. And Ariana. Okay, well it's safe to bench this now, because obviously Iron Hands does die this turn. Do I want to play this? Not particularly. I would just Tainted Horn, take the knockout on the Iron Hands.
Yep.
Okay. We could come back from this, but it's not going to be easy.
Tandem unit.
Taking out your hands has just took out most of your energy, so I'm pretty happy with the board state right now.
Attach for turn.
How many? That's a second dark energy. Oh, that's concerning.
And we will Jolting Charge.
Okay, that's fine. That is fine.
Spread them out.
Yeah, best thing to do. Okay. I need an energy top deck. It's not an energy. That's fine. I will take that. So... I'm going to play the gear, see if I can thin something. Petrol's not useful right now. Oh, this is frustrating. I mean, I can take out the Joltik. It's not that big of a deal. It's just putting more pressure on my king. Because you have no way to one-shot this king, which is nice. But I don't have to deal with another 2 prizer plus a single prizer, which would be Monkey Dory. So, I'm going to save that for now. I think I Petrol... take... what do I want to take here, actually? I can take Pokepad. I think that's fine. Because I'm going to thin more. I'll Pokepad for Nidorino. Evolve the Nidorino. And I will just Tainted Horn and take out the Joltik.
Yep.
Not the best thing I wanted, because I wanted a Giovanni, but I had to use Petrol to find Pokepad. And even then, my free retreater is, I believe, prize, so...
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating.
I think we're fine to do this. So we're going to play Black Belt's Training.
Ooh, okay. 260, that's fine.
Tandem unit just to see what's in the deck.
260 is fine, I can deal with that.
That's okay.
I need a miracle off the top.
Bench Fairs. Flip the script.
Not worried about the black belt.
I'm just going to evolve just because I can.
Yeah, it technically makes me have to gust that monkey if I have to.
Yeah. And then I will do Thunder for 260 because of the Black Belt's Training. And 30 to myself.
Okay. Right, this is coming down to the wire now, and I need a miracle. So, reconstitute. Get rid of you and you. That's not it, Chief. I can play this. I can play this. Grab Porygon. Ariana for 3. Still not it. My Kingly impact this. You just need a lightning, which, judging by your list, I'd assume you have at least 1 left. But if I retreat this, that feels kind of bad. Because you can monkey move 30 onto the Porygon that I've just benched. Oh, this is so awkward. Alright, well, I'll evolve this anyway, because that gives me an extra out. I'll attach Dark Energy to the Nidoking. Because like I say, if I knock this out now, I don't know if you've got another Lightning Energy in hand. I'm assuming you do. So, on that basis, I will retreat my Nidoking into my Nidoran. You could also have Bosper again, I'm assuming. And I will pass. That's all I can do.
Fortunately, I did have the boss in hand.
I thought you did.
So I would...
Once again, it proves that Iron Hands is a broken card.
Thunder for 220 damage for the knockout. And Peter wins game 2.
Unfortunate, but that's just what Iron Hands can do. I am glad he is gone from the format. Because it just makes deck building so awkward. Like, you can only play so much to deal with an Iron Hands, and well, as you'll see on my deck list, I did struggle, but I think I had a pretty good list. It's just, Iron Hands pressure is just too much. So let's go to the deck list and let's have a proper look. So here's my list for Team Rocket's Nidoking. I must admit, I feel like I've done this card. I don't know if it's just me. It just felt like, to me, that I did this card not much justice, and I don't know, it just felt a bit awkward whilst I was deck building, testing, strategy isn't actually that much. And like, I could have gone for the Spine Ops route, but like, what does that really solve? Because then I have to play E-switchers. You know, I'm playing a grass type, which, fair enough, grass types are not bad. And obviously the Spine Ops, as we've proven in the past, is not a bad attacker. I love that thing as an attacker. But then I have to play Grass Energy, I still have to play 4 Team Rockets Energy, I'd still have to play at least 4 Dark Energy to, you know, Energy Switch and everything. Then you've got to put E-switches in, then you've got to eat into your consistency cards, then you've got to play, you know, the Team Rockets Factory, then you've obviously got to swap the Porygons, maybe cut a candy, maybe take out one of the Wobbuffets, which I was so annoyed I couldn't get Wobbuffet to go in that game too, because I was whiffing Team Rockets Energy that hard. I don't know, it just feels like I've not done this card much justice, and I might have to just do a video on this card before rotation, just to, you know, give it that last... Because I say last, because it doesn't really lose that much. All it literally loses is, you know, like, if I played a Vessel, which I didn't bother with, but, you know, there's not really a lot here that it loses, and I feel like, you know, I've just not done this card much justice. So, of course, we're playing a 4-2-3 line of the Nidoking. Went with a pretty safe count because, you know, I do want to play a couple of candies because obviously they can be searched off of petrol. But, you know, 4-2-3 line, pretty standard from what I've seen of, like, most Nidoking decks. Obviously, you know, just the way it is. Then for backup attacker, as I said, I couldn't play Spine Ops, but I felt like I didn't want to repeat myself on the one. But I didn't want to repeat myself, and plus, I do like the Porygon as a backup attacker anyway because of how good it is. You know, we're not playing the highest amount of supporters in this list. We're only playing 4, 7, 9, 11, 12. So at most it can do 240. It's enough to deal with a Pika, so I'm not bothered about that. But, you know, like, having extra draw power, as we saw, could actually make the difference. It didn't in those games, unfortunately. But obviously a 3-2-2 line just feels pretty standard. I can obviously use candies on these. I didn't put any of the ignition energies in. Didn't really see the point, because obviously it doesn't really work with the Nidoking. It would help the Wobbuffet if, like, I had a Team Rockets energy to, like, I don't know, do headbutt bands, but, you know, it's not really anything appropriate, so I didn't bother. Speaking of Wobbuffet, we had 2 of these in the list. This was intended to heal the Nidoking, hence the Hero's Cape, but of course, as you saw in the games, I whiffed my Team Rockets energy a lot, which was very frustrating, because I didn't really want to play a basic Psychic Energy, and as I said, if I was playing Spine Ops, that's why I would play a basic Psychic Energy. But again, I whiffed on the Rocket Mirror attack, which would have been amazing to see my sister's reaction as I Giovanni into one of her 2 prizes, move all my damage off, and heal my Nidoking completely. Would have been nice, never happened, so quite annoyed at that. Then, of course, for supporters, we're playing 4 Ariana, 3 Giovanni, 2 Petrol, 2 Proton. Bit risky on the Proton, but never really felt like I needed more than 2. 2 Research, this may be a bit of an odd inclusion, that's why there's a Pokegear in here. This list, and I feel like I've done this list not very well. It just felt like it. This list was clunky, and it just didn't feel right. I was whiffing a lot, and that's kind of why I added the double research, just so I can have that turbo advantage into another Pokemon or anything else that I needed, like a combo piece. But again, the researchers, I'll be brutally honest, didn't really help that much. Then for Hand Disruption, we have 1 Archer. This is actually quite common in Team Rocket's list. They tend to just be go, go, go. They don't really want to be Hand Disrupting, but Archer's a pretty good card, and I wish I'd have played 2 off, knowing how much she had Boss in hand. But we'll gloss over that. 4 Transceiver, pretty standard. Searches Ariana, searches Giovanni, which I don't even think I played a Giovanni, which is kind of sad considering I put 3 in the list. But it pretty much searches all of my Team Rocket supporters, apart from Research, which obviously is not a Team Rocket supporter. 2 Pokepad, this lets me grab Wobs, Porygons, you know, Nidorino, Nidoran. Just a nice card to have, one of the best search cards we're going to have, or we're going to have in the format for a long time, I don't think. Well, at least I think. And, yeah, kind of sad that this card didn't get much use either, because, you know, I wasn't really doing too much with it. 2 candies to obviously get into the Nidokings and the Porygon Zs where required. 2 Ultra Ball, pretty standard count for most Team Rocket lists, some don't even play any at all. 2 Night Stretchers, 1 Body Puffin, 1 Pokegear, 1 Hero's Cape as my ace spec. I knew Nidoking was going to have to take a beating, and, well, he did. But that's kind of why I wanted to play Wobbuffets, and, well, I never got to use Wobbuffet, which is very disappointing, because it is a very good tech option. Then 4 Stadiums, normally you would see Team Rocket's Factory here, but unfortunately, I did my math a little bit wrong. So, anticipating Bravery Charm, I thought Tainted Horn plus, the Knock or the Perilous Jungle would have done it. Unfortunately, not the case. I was 10 off with my math. Had I known this, I'd have just played Factories just to keep the consistency going. But unfortunately, I can't math because it's nearly 10 o'clock at night and I've had a long day out with friends and stuff. So, yeah, didn't really think about it, and I wish I'd have put Factories here instead. 6 Dark Energy, pretty standard count for a Nidoking list, I would assume, and then 14 Rockets Energy. Had I known how clunky this was going to be to actually get the Nidoking swinging, I would have just cut these guys out, kept the Wobbuffets, and just put in Toxtricity, up the Dark Energy count like maybe 1 or 2, and just played the Toxtricity and maybe a Monkey Dory or 2. That would have probably been much better than what I came out with. And like I said, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't do this card much justice. And I'm sorry to any Team Rocket's Nidoking mains out there, but I do agree that I think I'm undercooked on this list. So, Sis, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the main problem with Nidoking EX is that there's so much commitment to it. I do agree that Toxtricity might have worked better. And you maybe then could have, like, put in Monkey Dories and stuff. Other than that, I don't think there's much else you could have done in, full transparency.
Yeah, I don't think there was, and it was just really frustrating because, I've seen Nidoking do quite well as attacker, it is a good card. It's not meta, that's why it's on the Wheel of Pain. But I feel like it just was missing something. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was just a case of not playing the Toxers. Because if I'd have played Toxers, I wouldn't have played Arianas. I'd have just played Lilies, because obviously, that obviously doesn't... I'd still play a couple of Transceivers just so I can find my Protons, but the point of playing Lilies is I could get a fresh 8 after doing, setup and everything, but I don't know, it just felt like this list just felt really bad, and I don't know if it's just me that feels that way, but I think, personally, I need to take a look at Nidoking myself and maybe give it a try before rotation happens, and obviously everyone's playing Lucario and Dragapult, because that's exactly what it's going to be, I know that for a fact. So, you never know, I may feature this card in the channel, if not, well, I'm sorry to those Team Rocket mains. So, let's go to my sister's deck list and see what she made.
Okay, so this is my Pikachu EX deck from today's episode. This is basically Joltik box, but with Pikachu. So we went for 3 Pikachu. We had a 2-1 line of Galvantula, which obviously never came up. 2 Miraidon, 2 Monkey Dory. The reason I put Monkey Dory in is because I had a feeling that obviously the poison package would be about. So just having the Monkey Dory to sort of move any poison damage back over, I thought that could be quite useful and something interesting to try. We went for the 1-1 Lechonk Oinkologne EX line because obviously, as you saw at the start, we never got to play this in the Wheel of Pain, and Oinkologne EX is one of my favourite cards just because it's just fun. And I wanted to include it in this list. And obviously I used it in game 1 as my sort of backup attacker. So there you go. Then we had Fez and Latias. Latias was never established because obviously it is weak to dark, so that would have been incredibly stupid. But Latias was just there just in case I needed it. And then we only had the 1 copy of Iron Hands. I cut an Iron Hands from the quote-unquote because obviously I wanted to make room for my pigs. And obviously Iron Hands, although Iron Hands was benched in game 1, I never powered it up or used it in game 1. It was only in game 2 where I saw its value. Same with the Galvantula. I know it was in here, but I never used it. It was only there just in case like the Iron Hands was prized or if a pig was prized. So I left myself a few options. And granted, I might have overteched a little bit, but obviously if all of them are if all of them are prized, then I kind of only have the Pikachu and that's it. I don't have a backup attacker if all of these are prized. So I just gave myself a few options and just went with what I felt like doing. So obviously in game 1 I powered up my Oinkologne. Game 2 it was all Iron Hands. So I didn't just use them both in both games, if that makes sense. So you know, I just thought I'd have a little bit of fun with this list, hence the Monkey Dories and the pigs. Anyway, supporters. So we got 4 Arven, 4 Crispin, 4 Boss. Super aggro, super to set up, super to set up. Like, that's visioned it. And obviously, if we miss the Joltik, how else are we going to get energy onto this Pikachu or a backup attacker? So Crispin was a must, especially because we're playing 3 different types of energy in this list. Crispin was just a must-have at 4. We also had 1 Iono and 1 Black Belts training. The reason I included Black Belts training is mainly because, you know, Pika plus Monkey Dory damage plus the Max Belt plus the training gets it pretty close to a one-shot.
It does, actually. So you do 220 plus the 50 of Max Belt, 30 of that, and then Black Belt, that gets you 340.
Yeah, so I only had it as a one-of just in case I needed a big swing. 4 Poke Gear, obviously, to find all of our supporters as and when we needed to. 4 Nest Ball for max consistency. Again, if Miraidon somehow gets prized, we need a way of getting Pikachu or Joltik or whatever we need. 3 Ultra Ball, mainly to get like Oinkologne or Galvantula if we needed it, but we didn't need to go all the way up to 4 for this. 1 Earthen Vessel, 1 Super Rod for recovery. Bravery Charm, because obviously Pikachu EX is only at 190 hit points, so he's pretty prone to a one-shot, so giving him Bravery Charm just to give him a little bit of an edge. And then, as we said, Max Belt was my A-spec of choice. I thought that was a pretty good inclusion. And then we had Lively Stadium as well, just to give everyone a HP buff who is a basic. And then, of course, energy count-wise, we had 5 Lightning, 5 Grass, 3 Dark, because we're playing 2 Monkey. But also, you know, again, if a Monkey Dory is prized and we have all the energy, that's just good to Crispin onto Pikachu or Oinkologne because they take a colourless. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this list. Joltik box is pretty fun, and with Pikachu, yeah, it was all right. And again, with the Monkey Dory tech inclusion, it was also because like I'm doing damage to myself, so I can move that damage back if Pikachu EX lives. But there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty standard list. I mean, you know, a bit disappointed that you have repeated yourself, which, you know, we're eventually going to repeat ourselves in this series, you know. Because, you know, there's only so many, like, ideas we can go with. But no, I mean, like, this list worked quite well. I mean, the Pikachu was a pain in the backside, and I really wish I had a Text Tool Scrapper, because you would have had a nightmare if that was the case.
Yeah.
Because in Game 1, there was one point where both your Pikas were at the point where if I scrapped them, or if I tool scrapped them, they would have died, and then I could have just Giovanni the game, but, well, unfortunately, I didn't put one in, because I didn't think I'd need to, but I really wish I did. Otherwise, yeah, the Monkey Dories definitely caught me off guard, and if you'd have established double Monkey, that would have made my Porygons just complete fodder. But, yeah, unfortunately, after a long streak of, well, this is episode 13, I believe it is. I've lost count. Yeah, I've lost count as well. I unfortunately have lost my Wheel of Pain winning streak, but it had to come to the end at some point, and, well, right before rotation, by the hands of Iron Hands. Mostly, but anyway, because, let's be real, I wasn't afraid of the pig. It was the Iron Hands I was afraid of. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Obviously, we are going to be moving forward into a post-rotation format, but there may be a couple of videos that are still before rotation, because obviously we have to give ourselves a bit of leeway, because, you know, we have lives and stuff that we need to obviously do, and, well, we only get certain time to record these videos for you. But, yeah, that was pretty fun, and obviously I would say a shocking way to end the... because of the
G-block.
Yeah, I would say it's a shocking way to end a G-block, but at least I'm sure a lot of people are going to be celebrating that Iron Hands is going. I'm not going to be one of those, because I actually like Iron Hands as a card. I think it's a pretty cool card. As someone who used to play Lost Box with it, with the protective glasses, that was one of the best things about it. Being able to hit 360 for an amp is hilarious on a Pidgeot and stuff like that. But yeah, ultimately, I am pretty happy that this rotation is coming, and well, we're hopefully looking forward to cooking up some great decks, even post-rotation for you. But anyway, we're going to leave you to it for today. Really hope you enjoyed seeing this last, shall I say, well, I would say it's last. It's not going to be, there might be one or two of the Sibling Sundays before the post-rotation. And we'll see you all in rotation soon enough.